Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back with something completely different. Today we're taking a look at from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles line. This is Mutating Leo, or I should say Mutatin' Leo. Um, this is a Target exclusive. It is a reissue. It is a reissue of the original toy from the mid 90s. And and I have to say they did a very good job recreating the packaging. So much so that I want to show it here to you guys, just to make sure that you don't get caught with somebody trying to pass off a reissue as the original. You have the classic Playmates logo, the packaging. The big difference here is um, this has been branded the making of a ninja. This is a tie-in with the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. Um, and basically this is a Target exclusive. So if they're selling it in packaging and you see that logo, this is a reissue. In terms of selling it loose, I'll be honest, I really haven't seen any copyright stuff. Actually, on the bottom of the foot, it does say 2022. So there's that. So just a little bit of tips and stuff for you. Now, while we're at it, and I have Leo off to the side here, let's quickly go through the accessories because I didn't take all of them out of the packaging. The first accessory that you should see me fooling around with here is it's the Mutating Pizza that if you lift up on the sides and rotate, turns into a giant ninja star and kind of can fold back into place. Now, in the ninja star mode, it's kind of okay. Um, you mean, like I said, it kind of holds, it kind of doesn't. But in the pizza mode, I noticed that it doesn't sit as flush as you would like. And I'm trying to think, is there like a certain like way that the Ninja Star parts are supposed to line up, or is it just, the usual? I see a little bit of flashing right there. I wonder if that's the issue. I mean, that's doesn't look like, and there's on the other end too. That really doesn't look like it should be that big of an issue. Hmm, Maybe who knows? I mean, but it is fun, and I do have to tip my hat to Playmates, something they don't get enough credit of. I mean, Playmates really gets neglected as in terms of a toy company, but they really were very innovative with the turtle line. I mean, they found a way to weaponize pizza for Pete's sake. The other accessories that Leo comes with is a small can of turtle food and a can of mutagen. There's no way to store anything on Leonardo, so um, we're just going to keep them in the packaging. But I believe that and the pizza are standard accessories for uh, all the turtles, the mutating turtles. Now, there's also a Raphael. We'll see how this review goes, and because I have it, so we might cover it. Donatello and Michelangelo are supposed to be on the way. Cross your fingers. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get a Bebop, Rocksteady, and Master Shredder. Now, in terms of weapons, Leonardo comes with its katanas. And what's interesting is this is the start of when Playmates would work with, I shouldn't say work, but like started adjusting the turtles, making them a little more animation accurate. I would say you see a more vibrant blue here, even though this is still the standard toy look. Um, there is actually a little bit of extra articulation because the legs do have an outward movement, and you have forward and back ankle pivot. That's mostly for the mutating. Head still swivels. The arms are on. You have a slight in and out movement. And you still have that rotation at the forearm, as you did with most of the classic turtles. As I was going to say, he comes with the katanas. The katanas have a mutating gimmick. They can go from katana down to a dagger and back again. Like I said, with the other accessories, there's no storage for it. That's a little disappointing, but then again, I guess you could, if you want storage for accessories, that's why they had the storing, uh, the storage shell turtles, which I had. I actually thought I had a mutating turtle, but I don't remember these instructions, so I'm going to say I probably didn't. And yes, I just want to make sure it's clear. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Leonardo can hold the Pizza Ninja Star. That's just, that's cool. Now, it is interesting that by this point, because you figure we're in the mid 90s when these came out originally, uh, toy companies were still hesitant to use the phrase transform, even though by this point Transformers had just about given up the ghost. It just goes to show you how closely associated the term transform was with Transformers. Kind of ironic when you think about the fact that Transformers can't use transform anymore. You can't say transform and roll out. There's copyright and trademark issues. But so Leo here doesn't transform; he mutates or converts or morphs. Because we did have Turtle, the ninja, the Power Rangers back then. I'm gonna give him a little ninja kick there. But okay, so the instructions on the box show to go from pet turtle to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. The paper instructions inside are a little more detailed and show you how to go from Leo mutated, which is how it's packaged, to the pet turtle. I'll go ahead and show you guys how to do both ways. So to start things off, what you want to do is come in on the side here and pop out these soft rubber panels. And you're going to rotate them forward, just like so. And there's little tabs on them that are going to go into the side of Leo's belt buckle. So right where it says L, you want to line that up. And believe it or not, this could be a little tricky because you're trying not to, you don't, just by natural reflex, you don't want to overbend the rubber. But there you go. There you go. Goes right in like that. They say snap, it really doesn't snap. Now, the next thing they say is to open up the back shell by pulling back. What I actually would recommend, lift up slightly and then pull. Because basically, let me show you. Uh, you see these tabs right here that the shell hooks into, very long, very secure. Like that backpack is not going to open. So, closing up, it's fine. But when you're opening it, just lift, and there you go. So the next step is you want to pull the head out, rotate it on that little post there so that the pet turtle, the non-mutated version, comes forward. And actually, you know what I just noticed? Oh, hold on a second. I think it's like the heads are actually somewhat similar. Like he's not. It's like a slight double grit, and so yeah, maybe. All right. So while this is open, go ahead. And again, these are on soft rubber pieces. Rotate out what will be the pet turtle legs. And while you're in here, reach down to the bottom. Right there, you can very easily miss it and lip out, rotate out the turtle tail. And let's see. And again, this is on soft rubber too. So in terms of getting it out, yeah, it can be a little tricky there. Uh, I've done it a couple times. It does come out, but care is always important. And then the final step is you want to rotate the arms in just like so, pull them back slightly. Want to keep they said keep the elbows together, and then you can just close everything back up. So just like that. And believe it or not, we're almost done. The final step is rotating the legs all the way up, bringing the feet down. They're going to come the front legs. You have the rear legs here, and there you go. Leo is in his pre-mutating uh, form. Now, believe it or not, I remember in one of the Mirage comics, Raphael faced a uh, vampire, I believe, and they ended, or leeches, and they ended up sucking the mutagen out of him. So there's that. And yeah, I think you could play a little to get it to sit on all fours instead of balancing off of the stomach like that. I do appreciate how they try to cover up that like bottom shell a little, but there you go. Really cool. And of course, to go back, very simple. Bring the legs down. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, you do have some articulation in the tail there. Bring the back legs down, which were the front legs. There come the back legs again. Open up the back here. Again, lift. And there you go. Bring the arms out. Uh, rotate the back turtle, the baby turtle legs in. You can call it baby turtle, just pre-mutated turtle. And make sure they crisscross like that. That'll help close it up. And then rotate the head around, bring it forward, close up the backpack, give yourself some room as you're going to unpeg these side pieces. And there are little slots that the tabs are going to go into. And I hate to say this, I do believe I just noticed that there's a little that on that one we just did. Do it here on this side. I'll show you in a second. And there you go. That fills out the side. But I do believe some of the black paint is starting to come off. Maybe it was there before and I didn't notice, but that's that. Oh, I forgot to fold up the tail, but you can just shove it up in there. There you go. And then, of course, you can give Leo his swords, the katanas. You can obviously display them however you like, long, short, it's all the same. The hands hold it very nicely. You can even half them if you want, but I mean, it was amazing how back in the day, Playmates was able to, oop, man down, man down, was able to find different ways to bring us the same four turtles over and over. And really, I think it was the gimmicks, some of which did show up in the cartoon, uh, where it really um, gave the line its the longevity it did. I mean, let's not forget this cartoon series in the toy line went for like 11 years or something. Sure, it petered out after like maybe four, but it still sold enough and had enough interest that it kept going. So I got this from Target.com, and it's actually kind of funny. I was mentioning in the thread of like when somebody was announcing some turtle reissues, and I said, "Do you think they're going to do the old mutating ones?" Well, somebody responded and said, "They're out. Leo and Raphael are out. Here's the links. Mikey and Donatello are coming." So I had actually had to wait because Leo was out of stock. Raphael was in stock, and then when Leo came in stock, Raphael was out of stock. So I wanted to get both at the same time, so I did order them, and I'm glad I have them. I do enjoy the turtles. It's just that unfortunately they're so popular now that um, there's way too much to collect, and in terms of pricing and stuff, it's a little bit much to go down that rabbit hole when there's other lines that I do enjoy, especially in terms of like I just prefer to have the classic animation look or the fun little reissue toys like this, and even there's so many options. So keep an eye out for the at Target for these. You can definitely get them off of Target.com. And hopefully Mikey and Donatello will be out sooner than later. So that's about it for the review. If you like this review, definitely like, comment, and subscribe. that does help with the algorithms and promoting the channel and holding me up to a higher standard. Um, I do have a Patreon. It is www.patreon.com/chuckdog1999. All I ask for is $1 a month or $12 a year. No thrill, no tears, no special rewards. All you're doing is helping me to help you bring figures like Leonardo to you, and I do mean that. If it wasn't the support I got from this channel, I wouldn't be able to occasionally expand my horizons like I do. And even then, that's becoming a little more difficult. So if you really do want to see more of these turtle style reviews or stuff from other vintage lines, definitely support my Patreon because that does help supplement what I get from YouTube. But as I always say, can't afford the dollar a month or $12 a year, your views are more than thanks enough. Patreon is just a cherry on top of an already generous sundae. So that's about it for the review. Once again, for Leonardo, Bunga! And we will see you next time.